when I joined Little Feat, I thought, oh, 6 months from now, we'll be famous. Well, get in line, son. There's a lot of people there before you. See, the thing with art and with music or any type of art is what Brahms called the footsteps of giants. Everybody hears those. In Brahms' case, he heard Beethoven, Bach, Haydn, Mozart. So he's like, well, gee, how do I compete? I mean, as a jazz pianist, Oscar Peterson heard Art Tatum amongst others. But Art Tatum really shook him to his core. So you always have that kind of thing going on where you think, oh, that's what the deal is. Jimi Hendrix, Sinatra, classical music. I mean, if you've got a wide enough net, then you're going, well, do I really have any business jumping into this water with these people? The band, Robbie Robertson, all those guys, the Beatles, the Stones, I mean, they've said it all. Well, I found out what most artists find out is you're gonna be influenced by people, but you're also gonna figure out where your voice fits in amongst that, and then you begin to let go of the side of the swimming pool and begin to dog paddle, and then you begin to swim. So I had all kinds of illusions about what it would mean to do this or that, but I did have a very good core training, which, not unlike the Chinese who would, let's say, discover time 1,000 years after they had actually discovered it and then buried it, and Marco Polo reintroduces them to it. It's kind of the way it worked with me. I had a lot more on the ball than I thought I did. Even if something as innocuous as like eating soul food, I go, gee, that's what I used to eat at my grandmother's house in Texas. Mary, the cook, would make all this stuff up, then we'd take her back to her house, which was a shack with a Coca-Cola sign on the door. And she made the most wonderful biscuits and cornbread and blackened steaks and black-eyed peas and collard greens and the whole 9 yards. I had no idea what soul food was, but I'd been eating it for years.